then here's where we're at. The old window's off, and I'll show you what I did with that. Sorry, there's a fish jumping. I'll show you what I did with that. It's been completely cleaned. It immediately touches the Dow 795, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute. This is some nasty butyl rubber. It's the old adhesive, and I'm really not sure why they used it, because while it sticks like crazy to fiberglass, as you can see, I really chewed it up removing it, but that's fine. It's all going to be hidden behind the new adhesive that's going on. But I removed as much of the butyl rubber as I could, and all of the caulking. I cannot say it right. All of the sealant is completely removed because that stuff just peels right off. And then no. And I just dropped $20 worth of Dow 795 into the canal. Anyway, we'll have the diver rescue that. It won't be usable, but it won't pollute the canal. The first thing I did was, once we got all the stuff off, is put a line of the 795 in this area right here and under here, because there was nothing there. It was just, it was empty. It was just this big old air gap that you could see like the marine plywood in here. And it just, there's no reason for that to be open. I put the first line of the Dow 795 in there, and I'm going to let that set up. And then the next thing that's going to happen is, let's try not to drop this in the water, because this is $100 worth of tape. This is 3M VHB tape, and there's a specific number that you use. And if you need that number, you can ask me. One line of that VHB tape is going to go right here. And I have a second line that's on the window itself. And the window has like this groove. I don't know if you can see it, but grinding that shit off was no fun. Ear protection, eye protection, masked up yesterday. And that was such a crappy job that I just didn't want to film. Anyway, I'm waiting for that to set up. Then I'm going to put the VHB tape around the liner here. And I'm going to put, once the VHB tape is in, I'm going to put a layer of the 795 around it. It's only going to adhere, initially it's only going to adhere on this plane. So there's going to be the VHB, and then there's going to be a bead of the VHB right here. I am not going to put the VHB bead here because you don't want to run into shear issues where you have it attached on 1, 2, 3 planes. There's going to be an initial bead here. The VHB is going to be here. I have big suction cups that are going to suck it in and apply positive pressure right here. And then that's going to set up for however long that needs to set up. And then I come back and I do a second with the 795. And then that stays from the inside of the boat where the window meets that trim. That'll get more. That should be it. If you are doing this, I would not recommend using 5200 because 5200 is rigid and your window's not rigid and this isn't rigid. So the whole boat has to flex. So your adhesive has to be flexible too. Otherwise you're going to have the same problem with it. Just this stuff was, in my opinion, not flexible enough, because the only thing that was holding the window on was the sealant around the edges. This thing had absolutely no adhesion to the plastic window at all. This time we're using materials that are correct for the window and the fiberglass, and it was recommended to me by a chemist who's also a global sailor, so I think they know what they're doing. And they've rebedded their windows this way, and it's been great for them. This is my technique, and I'm sharing it with you because they shared it with me. And shoot, it's raining. Hold on, gotta cover it up. It's raining. Damn. See you out there.